Hello, everyone! We're now going into the trial! Yay!
Wait. Right.
So, what do you think, Mr. Wright?
I think the prosecution is as confused as we are. After all, the victim was murdered.
Oh, that's Lana. The victim was murdered in 2 different places at the same time. And a different suspect was arrested at each of the crime scenes. Lana! Good morning, Mr. Wright. I apologise for yesterday. I was indisposed.
I hope they didn't hold you too long for questioning.
We just finished, actually. I'm used to all-nighters, though. So, how'd it go? It's as Mr. Wright suspects. The police are clueless. I figured as much, so I struck a plea bargain. A plea bargain? What do you mean by that? We agreed that if I told them the truth behind this simultaneous murder, they wouldn't seek capital punishment. That's what I mean, Emma. But Lana! Don't tell me you... Much to my regret. I'm as much in the dark about this as they are.
Scott. We found trace evidence of a certain person in the police department's evidence room. They belonged to Officer Jake Marshall.
No. What kind of trace evidence?
Blood-stained fingerprints, to be exact. That's the trump card I have up my sleeve today. You do understand what this means, don't you?
In order to defend my sister, you're going to accuse Mr. Marshall?
We have to play the cards we're dealt. Isn't that right, Miss Scott?
Do what you have to do, Mr. Wright. I realised that while I'm going to probably eat for a good chunk of this episode, I'm going to be, like, voicing a lot of characters for this entire trial section. So,
Yep.
Will you be the judge again? Considering that you will literally be just Phoenix and I'm Edgeworth and...
Yeah, no problem whatsoever.
Yeah, because I know that we're going to bring Marshall forward at some point, so I'll be him.
It's fine.
I just don't know who our witness is.
Better.
Hmm?
You do Marshall's accent better.
Texas! Anyway, let's get going. There he is, Edgeworth with a big ass.
Court is now in session for the trial of Ms. Lana Sky. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution is...
I'm afraid you'll have to clarify.
Oh dear.
I can't. I'm just... The prosecution is... I'm afraid you'll have to clarify.
It takes 30 minutes by car to reach the police department from the prosecutor's office. Yet the victim, Bruce Goodman, was slain at both places at the same time.
Well, that's not physically possible, is it? What's more, I hear the victim from the evidence room just disappeared.
Yes, and the body eventually reappeared in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car.
Well, a messed up trial.
One of my duties as a prosecutor is to present impartial evidence. Today I will present evidence relating to the murder at the police department. In so doing, I believe the way in which we should proceed will reveal itself. Now that's what sets Mr. Edgeworth apart. He sounds so on top of things.
I despise you.
Even though he doesn't know what's going on in himself.
And that's supposed to be an admirable trait? Very well. Let the trial resume. On the day of the crime, what exactly transpired at the police department?
What to say in red, of course.
Mr. Edgeworth, you may call your first witness of the day to the stand.
For its first witness, the prosecution calls the suspect of the murder that occurred at the police department. Oh, great. I'm going to have to kill my throat with Squeaky.
The suspect? You mean the so-called murderer? From the get-go.
There he is. Mr. Squeaky Voice himself. Will the witness please state his name and occupation? Yes, sir! I am Officer Meekins, sir!
Mike Meekins! What the fuck?
Let's keep going.
Mike Meekins!
My occupation is, that would be murderer, sir!
No, Meekins! So you're telling us you're a professional killer?
Sir! It was me, sir! I'm the one who did it! Let's just keep going. I'll never kill anyone again, sir! You've got to believe me, sir!
Actually, what we'd like to hear from you is...
Sir! I would what you would call the part of the younger generation, sir! A person whose actions adults can't possibly comprehend! How old are you, ma'am?
Ow. Oh, where are the earplugs?
You gotta remember, he's talking through a mic, he's even worse.
Please, Mr. Edgeworth. Sir, help me, sir.
Oh god, it's infectious. Officer Meekins. Yes, sir! Give us your report of the crime. Consider that an order. Yes, sir! As you wish! After all, I am part of a generation that must be told what to do, sir!
I found that offensive. I don't know why.
You can't fault him for a lack of enthusiasm.
Oh, sweet.
Am I giving you a splitting headache from my Meekins voice?
Officer Meekins is giving me a headache, yes.
Okay, cool. It's not my voice then.
You are Officer Meekins!
Great report, sir! The worst thing is when I do his voice, I end up in the red every time.
Yeah.
I can't help it, sir.
No, it's fine.
Apart from if he is talking like this, then it is all fine.
Yeah, but just imagine if somebody just heard your Officer Meekins' voice and just keep going, just like, okay.
It's a good thing that I'm cooking my own pizza and you're not ordering today. Although it is not my normal duty, I was assigned to guard the evidence room that day. I spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed into the room. I was only doing what I was trained to do, sir. I was suddenly attacked. I fought for my life. Then I did it. After that, I passed out until another officer smacked me awake. Abuse at the workplace? Jesus Christ.
I love that!
We've got financial abuse from the prosecutors being like, I'm docking your pay for annoying me. And then the fucking other officer smacks him. No wonder he's always sad and screaming. Jesus.
So the victim, Detective Goodman, attacked you.
Do unto others before they do unto you! That's the Meekins family motto, sir!
I see. Then you fainted and a colleague helped you regain consciousness.
Yes, sir! He knocked me upside the head, sir! That's helping, is it, Judge? Jesus Christ, what error are you from?
One where smelling salts weren't readily available, I guess.
Oh, Jane! Jane! Fetch me my smelling salts! Oh!
Yes.
If you wonder what that's about, you need to watch the 90s BBC production of Pride and Prejudice. Mrs. Bennet is a fucking treat. She's so hysterical.
Exactly! Very well. The defense will begin its cross-examination. What I need here is more info to work with. Fucking Meekins. Meekins.
I just realised.
What?
Very bad on the localization there. His armband. That's, that ain't English, Chief.
Oh well, it doesn't really matter. So, no information. Mr. Meekins, you work in the General Affairs Department, do you not?
Yes, sir! I'm in charge of hiring new recruits, sir!
Yikes. Now there's a scary thought.
Well, Phoenix. Evidence transferal was taking place on the day of the crime, which meant many officers were given special tasks not ordinarily performed.
Thanks, Edward. I don't need your help, honey.
I was in charge of guarding the Blue Badger, sir.
I get the feeling that Gumshoe ordered him to do that, considering he made the Blue Badger.
The Blue Badger?
Yes, sir, the lovely police mascot created by the Chief of Detectives, sir.
Gumshoe.
He's the Chief of Detectives? Then why isn't he involved in the case?
No idea.
I was to ensure it wasn't broken during the transferal process. Well, it looks like it fucking was! Look at the duct tape on it and the handprints.
That was my sole mission for the day, sir.
I see. Sounds like a very, important mission.
After the award ceremony finished that day, there were so many people running around. So I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room!
Oh, so that's why you went to the evidence room.
Tell us, what did you see when you got there?
Okay.
Well, considering Felix needs more info, we better pass on all the statements, TBH.
In order to enter the evidence room, you need an ID card, am I correct?
Precisely, sir! I have one here around my neck!
So then, your ID numbers should be listed on here, right? Oh lord!
Yeah, we never got his thing.
There it is! I found it! This is the one right here!
Could you please read us the number?
Yes, sir! It's 4989596! That's my number, sir!
I see. Huh. But the number 4989596 is shown being used twice!
Please explain, witness.
It's no real mystery, sir! The first time is when I relocated the Blue Badger into the evidence room. And the second time is when I went to go get him after everything settled down.
I see. So it was during that second time when...
Yes, sir! That was when I spotted the man on the security screen.
Okay, so that would explain it was fucking Meekins.
But then the only person beforehand was Edgeworth, so who killed Goodman if he was killed at the police station? Because clearly something happened there.
And who's that other one? 777. So I want to look at the... I can always exit out of that. I want to look at shit. There's still that one accounted for at 420.
But that was at 420.
Yeah, but still. Yeah, okay, so... Whoever killed him in the police station, it must have happened while Meekins was unconscious. And they must have, you know, gone in right after him. Because their ID card isn't present, otherwise we'd have... Unless it was deleted.
Unless there wasn't a murder in the evidence room.
also that.
But then why is there so much blood? Anyway, who knows? Moving on.
Sorry. So press it. So you were attacked. Can you please tell us exactly what happened to you?
It was a knife, sir! A knife! You thinking it might be the switchblade?
No, it was a comment you made a second ago. Why was there so much blood? Are we sure it's Goodman's blood?
Yeah, that's true.
Remember what Meekins told us in detainment when we asked what happened to his hand? He looked down and he was gushing blood from his hand.
That's a lot of blood though from just him.
We don't know what happened. Look at how badly his hand's bandaged up.
He did it himself.
Look how badly his hand's bandaged up. Detective Goodman pulled a knife on you. What happened then?
Wow, with me charging in on him like that, he looked as surprised as I was.
That has to be Goodman then. Or not.
Who
Why
knows?
was there so much blood?
We'll obviously find out.
Why does that the kind of person someone want to run into?
That's what I reacted, sir. I swung my arms like an octopus, struggling to detain him.
What? You what, Meekins?
So he just kind of flailed around. That's how I got this gash in my hand. Maybe if you just kept your cool, your hand wouldn't be... When I saw the blood trickling down my arm, I panicked. I grabbed the man by his collar!
Wait. Grab Goodman by his collar?
Let's continue.
What exactly do you mean when you say you did it?
I know I don't look like the type, but I'm really into kung fu films, sir. The man let his guard down for just an instant, so I snatched his knife from him!
You took his knife.
I spun him around and performed a disarming maneuver! I made sure to close my eyes like a man!
Meekins.
Continue. Oh, Lord.
I see. He must have been desperate.
The next thing I knew, his white coat was drenched in a sea of my blood, and then... the next thing I knew...
Yes.
He punched me right in my face, sir!
Is that his helmet?
I don't know. I think... Oh, right. It's like a charm like you get from Japanese shrines. So another thing that doesn't translate over very well. Because then people are just like, why does he have like a random label that he keeps playing with?
Is it like a good luck charm?
Yeah, I think so.
This is what he was telling us yesterday.
Oh, we need to try and skim some more details from him. For starters, what was an officer from the General Affairs Department doing in there in the first place? We've established that,
Yeah.
Felix.
Oh, it's because you didn't press it, you just, you know,
Oh,
you went on to what would have been the next statement.
my apologies. Right, let's press it for what it's worth. I love how expressive his face is.
It's a really
That
tiny
one?
net. Yes.
About what time did you regain consciousness?
No offense, sir, but how am I supposed to know that? I was unconscious!
Oh, right.
According to the report from the officer that woke up the witness, it was about 5:30.
He hit me right in the head too! I woke up crying tears of pain!
That's nice. I mean, it's nice that you recovered, that is.
When I came around though, I made sure to finish my mission, sir!
Your mission?
Yes, sir! The Blue Badger, sir! I returned into the entrance before things got out of hand!
Oh, you can all rest easy now. I believe now we have a fairly accurate picture of what happened.
Yes, Your Honour. Only one thing remains unclear.
Was the man this officer murdered really the victim?
He's got a point. Yes, Officer Meekins.
With regard to that, sir... Take a look at this! It was sent to my jail cell! Chief Guard delivered it to me just this morning, sir!
What the fuck?
Why did he give it to him?
I'm really getting suspicious of Chief Gant.
Yeah, he's doing really weird shit. The chief.
Delivered it. What is that? A videotape? Excuse me, let me just my glasses. Yes.
Oh, good. I'm glad he knows what a videotape is.
Yes, sir! That's absolutely right, sir! A videotape, sir! It contains footage from the security camera in the evidence room!
What? I specifically asked if there was such a tape. And I was told it had been mistakenly erased.
That's just quite a mistake.
I just do what I'm told, sir. It's the only thing I'm really good at.
Excellent communication with the police department is as good as ever. Well then, let's have a look! Show us the videotape of you murdering the victim!
Oh, please stop using that word murder, sir. It scares me.
Speaking of a real murder, just what are we getting ourselves into?
The light's already on. There's a Goodman. But the light was already onto his locker. And of course you're hiding his face. It was kept open because of the glove. Oh, here he comes, the Chad himself. Whoa! Jesus Christ! Whoa! No, get back! He just vanished. And of course it's stashed in there.
That wasn't there before.
I think if that is Goodman, he survived the attack. With Meekins.
But hold on a minute. That cloth
Mm.
was stashed in there. As you said, it wasn't there on the start.
I want to bet that's the coat.
Oh my god.
With Meekins' blood all over it.
Oh my god.
He didn't die in the police station evidence room.
Oh my good god.
Proceed to now have to go through this video several times for several hours.
Yeah, but the thing is, if that is the coat, whose fingerprints do we find on that locker? I think I know whose locker that is.
Marshall's.
It's Marshall. Yeah, it's Marshall's locker.
Mm.
So if that wasn't Goodman,
Mm-hmm.
it was Marshall.
Mm-hmm. Which means Goodman didn't die. He's impressed.
Clearly. Well, I believe we're all thinking the same thing. How can we deal with these unsettling feelings stirred within us?
What the hell was that wriggling piece of plywood?
That's the blue badge.
Sir, that is the pride and joy of the entire Criminal Affairs Department, sir! It's the Blue Badger, sir!
Why am I not surprised this isn't going smoothly? Yes, well, anyway. This tape seems to prove that the witness did indeed encounter someone. in the evidence room and some sort of activity did take place.
Your Honour, instead of relying on clearly incomplete footage, the witness's testimony will suffice. Is that alright with you, Officer Meekins? Yes, sir! As you wish, sir! The mystery man!
Do you want me to take over doing that?
If you want. Make it different.
Mystery man.
Ooh, sensual.
Right.
His face can't be clearly seen in the video,
Clearly.
but there's no question that other person was Detective Goodman, sir. Go on. I mean, he opened the locker which required Detective Goodman's fingerprint to do. The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir. So it must be him! No one else could have unlocked it!
What's this about a fingerprint?
Each detective has been given a locker equipped with a fingerprint-activated lock. These locks ensure that each locker can only be opened by the detective it belongs to.
Intriguing. That would mean the victim at the crime scene would have to have been Detective Goodman. No! Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. I don't know where this cross-examination will lead! But everything begins with contradictions! That's where I have to start.
Now the problem is I don't know what evidence we have to present to which statement. But it's the whole thing of it couldn't have been Detective Goodman because the light for his locker was already on at the beginning of the video.
So then we're gonna have to...
Which meant it was already unlocked, which meant whoever it was could have opened the locker. I suppose maybe pressing for some more stuff might help.
Yeah, I guess. Right.
Regardless, don't care.
So, press that one or don't press that
No,
one?
I wouldn't bother.
There's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir.
No point on that.
I mean, he opened the log which requires Detective Goodman's fingerprint to do. Press?
Yeah, just press that one.
About these lockers, is there no other way to open them?
No, sir! I myself tried all kinds of methods in the past! They only respond to registered fingerprints, sir.
I wonder what kind of methods he tried. If the man opened the locker, it was locked. Sorry, give me a second, I'll tell you again. If the man opened the locker's lock, which only responds to its registered fingerprints, then he must be the person the locker was assigned to.
Exactly my point, sir! And this too! Okay. Next. We know it's Goodman's locker. I guess we'll press that.
However, the most important detail is not shown in this video. The man's face.
Sir! If I may say something, sir!
Please do. After all, you are the one being examined.
I don't understand why the man's face is so important in this case, sir. I mean, it was his hand that opened the fingerprint lock. And it was his hand that tried to thrust his knife into my body, sir! My unsettled state can testify enough to this, sir!
Yes, you have a point. The footage doesn't lie.
That is... unless the defence can find a problem with it. Mr. Wright, let's check the court record again.
Is there a problem with the video?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there's a problem. Regarding the video contained on this tape, there is one thing in particular that seems rather strange. Strange? This contradiction leads to the possibility that the man may not have been Detective Goodman. What? This video contains such a contradiction? Fuck off.
Interesting. Your Honour, I have a proposal.
Of marriage to Phoenix? No, not now. Now's not the time.
No, it is not a proposal of marriage, thank you. It is a different sort.
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth?
I propose we have the defense point out to us this alleged contradiction in the video. Unless you'd point out a lot of things, Feeny.
What? Very well. Proposal accepted. Let us further inspect this piece of evidence. I will now play the security. Mr. Wright, please show us this contradiction you speak of. I have to point out a problem in the video? This is the first time I've ever had to do that.
You can do it, Mr. Wright. It's set up so you can fast forward, rewind, or pause the video. Just take a good look and be sure to point out the right thing. Please don't play it too many times! I can't stand watching this video!
How did this guy ever become a police officer? Now then, Mr. Wright, please enlighten us. Where is the contradiction that indicates the man?
The light. It went silent.
When you grab the handle, a sensor reads your fingerprint. Grab the handle, a sensor reads your fingerprint. If it's a match,
Pardon me, sorry.
the light turns on and the lock is released.
According to my very limited experience, that's the way I understand it, sir.
If so, then something is seriously wrong with this picture. Was he supposed to have done something?
No, it's... Unfortunately, this is a feature. It replays the video a lot.
When the victim reaches for the handle to open the locker, let's rewind to just a little earlier. Here, notice the light? What's this? It's already lit?
Mm-hmm.
Precisely my point, Your Honor. The locker was already open before the victim grabbed the handle. Order! Order! What's the meaning of this? It's very simple, Your Honor. The locker wasn't locked on the day of the crime.
But the locker locks are controlled by an electronic system. When a door is shut, a sensor is triggered, and the locker is automatically locked.
Oh, I know. It must have broken down. Of course, I was an expert in this.
That's not likely, Your Honor. The sensor would detect and report any malfunction.
Oh well. It just goes to show novices should keep their mouths shut. So then, Mr. Wright, do you have an explanation? Me, Your Honor? Yes. Why wasn't the locker locked? Me, Your Honor? Yes, well, you see, this isn't exactly my field. What do you think, Miss Scientific Investigator?
Huh? Oh, maybe something like jammed the system's sensor?
Yes. Something jammed the sensor, saying... There's something else that seems out of place in this video.
Yeah, I thought so too. Why are you reading thoughts? There's got to be another clue somewhere in this footage.
Very well, let's inspect the video once more.
And you'll be enjoying this a lot.
Why? I miss my life with you.
You have to go through everything. So we've got to fast forward this bitch. No. Fast forward. Oh, rewind. There it is!
Please watch closely. This is the continuation of the part I showed you earlier.
Here we go again.
What's this? Something white fell out of the locker.
But sir, it's in my experience that things fall out when doors are opened. I often fall out and roll great distances when...
Can't be sure that item was completely inside the locker to begin with. What do you mean? The sensor triggers the lock when the door is shut. What if something was inserted, say, between the sensor and the door? Inserted.
Yeah, you know, like a dick in a butt.
Why'd you look at me?
I don't know.
This white thing wasn't inside the locker.
It's a glove, Phoenix! You can see it clearly!
It was stuck between the door and the sensor.
Oh, I understand now, sir! It's just like my tie! 2 out of 3 times it gets stuck in the door when I get out of my patrol vehicle, sir. Instead of the door closing, my tie chokes me.
The object would have to be extremely thin to fit in the door.
Not only that, it would have to block electrical currents. It would need to be an insulator.
Phoenix right, learning science. Fun for all the family.
Yes, an insulator. But at the crime scene, there just might have been something that fits the description.
But sir, by insulator you don't mean...
I think I finally got this figured out!
Woo!
Very well, will the defence please present the relevant evidence? What was this insulator that was stuck in the door?
It's the rubber glove!
I found this near the locker. A thin rubber glove. But we can't be sure that was in the victim's locker.
Look at the video.
It has a tag that says SL-9 incident. The video seems to depict the victim opening the locker. But that isn't the case. The lit lamp attests to this. On the day of the crime, even I could have opened that locker. Is this not so, Officer Meekins?
Sir! It would appear so, sir!
Order! 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 So are we to believe then that the victim, whom this witness stabbed in the evidence room, was not Detective Goodman?
Do not be misled, Your Honour.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
The defence has merely demonstrated that possibility and nothing more. The victim in the video was indeed Bruce Goodman. The prosecution will offer one more testimony to prove this.
What?
Officer Meekins, please testify about this.
Sir! Me, sir! I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir. Oh, you mean that, sir? Of course, sir!
Guess we'll find out.
Is this a joke? Very well, begin your testimony. Mystery Man number 2.
Ooh.
There's one other thing that proves that man was Detective Goodman, sir! To enter the evidence room, one must use their ID card! When an ID card is used, there is a record of it. At the time of the crime, the detective had used his card!
I can tear the testimony apart. Meekins lied. I'm here to tear that argument apart. Granny lied.
You literally skipped over your judge dialogue
What
then.
did I say? What did the judge
Something
say?
like, yes, ID card, very well. Something
My
like that.
apologies.
I have the ID record. I hope you enjoyed my serenade. Anyway, I have the ID card record right here, Your Honour. The ID used at 5:14 is that of the victim.
Just before the crime, Yes, without a doubt. This is the victim's ID. However, one thing does strike me as unusual. Several hundred cases should have been due for transfer. Why were there so few people using this room?
Yes. Why? Oh, this particular evidence room is only used for storing certain special cases.
Special cases?
Extremely violent cases involving police staff. Just hearing that makes my hair stand on end.
Me too, although it doesn't make much of a difference.
It really doesn't, Phoenix. There were only a few cases up for transferal there, and most were cleared up by noon.
Right, I see. Now let's just move on to the cross-examination. I'm here to tear this argument apart. Granny lie. Rather be shiny. Sorry.
Well, let's present that lost report.
Wait one moment, Officer Meekins.
I'm not good at waiting, sir.
I have the victim's ID card right here. I found it at the crime scene. That makes sense. When I say crime scene, I'm not referring to the evidence room at the police department. I mean the other crime scene. The underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. Your Honor, I have one more piece of evidence to present. It is a very important clue regarding the victim's ID card. Lost item report. It's only half completed. But it shows that Detective Goodman had lost something on the day of the crime. Something important enough to fill out this report.
Let me guess, you believe there's something to be his ID card, right?
I can't say for sure, but there's a high probability. On the day of the crime, Detective Goodman was not carrying his card. Order! Order! So now, what does this all mean? It can only mean one thing. It doesn't even require much thought. The man Officer Meekins encountered in the evidence room was not Detective Goodman, but rather the man who stole his ID card. Order! 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 Does the prosecution have a response?
I have only one thing to say to the defence. You played yourself, Phoenix.
How?
Bravo, Mr. Wright.
Bravo?
Allow me to summarise the defence's argument. At 5:15 p.m. on the day of the crime, the man in the evidence room Officer Meekins encountered was not Detective Goodman. There are two grounds to support this. First, the locker in the evidence room was already unlocked. Second, the victim lost his ID card. Am I correct so far, Mr. Wright?
Yes. What's he up to?
That being the case, we must inevitably arrive to a single conclusion. The If the victim in this video is fake,
Yes.
then the murder in the evidence room is also fake.
Yes. Oh.
You finally realise what you done goof.
Oh no!
In other words, the security camera does not show the instant of the murder.
That is... Well, I guess that's right.
Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Only moments ago you seemed content to be pointing your finger around. As I point mine at you.
This isn't going to end well.
Well, well. It seems you finally realised exactly what you've gone to such lengths to prove.
Explain yourself, Mr. Edgeworth.
The defence has already done the explaining for me. The victim in this video is a fake, which means a murder did not take place at the police department at 5:15 on the day of the crime.
So
the real crime could only take place at one location, the underground parking lot. At the prosecutor's office, the murderer being Miss Lana Skye, the defendant. The evidence is compelling. A trustworthy witness observed the moment the defendant used the murder weapon.
Ah! No, she didn't do it. I knew that this was way too shabby. It was all a trap from the beginning.
Yeah.
The activity in the evidence room still leaves many questions unanswered. Who exactly was the victim Officer Meekins encountered? Jake Marshall? And where did this person disappear to? Just walked out of there. However, this trial's purpose is to examine only the murder of Detective Goodman.
Just so, Your Honour.
Mr. Wright, you have to do something, or else Lana...
How am I supposed to get myself out of this mess?
No, nothing else to do but object.
Objection!
1 moment, Your Honour!
What now, Mr. Wright? Don't tell me you're objecting to what you've just proven.
Of course not. But I almost walked right into the prosecution's trap.
What are you talking about?
This cross-examination has proven one thing and one thing only. The security video did not show the actual murder. However, it cannot be said that it is unrelated to the murder in the parking lot. Of blood traces were found in the examination into the truth of the matter. Other witnesses will be necessary. Okay.
I'm sorry, Your Honour. You have not prepared any other witnesses.
Ranger to the stand.
Anyhow, let's get Marshall out. Back.
Take that!
Officer Jake Marshall.
Why him?
Can't let Edgeworth know everything just yet. He's in charge of the evidence room. I feel we should hear what he has to say.
The prosecution agrees to the defence's request. Since he was responsible for guarding the room, we should hear his testimony. Fortunately, he works in the police department. We shouldn't need longer than 20 minutes to prepare.
Very well. The court will take a 30-minute.
Marshall, it seems you figured out everything.
Anything out?
Lana, you're the one who knows everything. Emma, you always know everything. Why don't you just tell us? Mr. Wright is trying his hardest to protect you. I don't recall ever asking for his protection. How can you be so cold? Don't you trust us? Don't you trust...
Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals!
Oh yeah, you kind of are.
Oh, yes I am. I'll come back later. Wait, Detective Gumshoe! What is it?
Yeah, talk to Phoenix. He's not involved. He's just watching.
You're not on nerve, pal! Making the detective run around while on duty? Stop it off, you call me here! I've been happier. I've seen happier people at funerals!
I'm sure you've been happier there too. Sorry, Detective.
You better be, pal. Hey! 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 I didn't see the chief prosecutor Sky!
That's okay. So, have you brought what I asked?
Oh! 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 You mean this, right?
My apologies, Detective, due to my present circumstances. I was forced to use Mr. Wright's name when making my request.
My name? Never in a million years would I thought it was you who asked me. Could I bother you to bring me the SL9 incident files? I'll need them by noon. Talk about crazy. The SL9 incident?
But Lana, that's... I thought Mr. Wright might need them, so I had them brought here.
Here, you might do well to read them.
I can't believe you, Chief Prosecutor, were a witness in that case. Sky was a witness? Okay.
The Joe Dark killings.
Okay. Take it from me. You don't want anything to do with serial murders. Oh, what? Now I brought you your stuff, you're just gonna ignore me? Emma, but why? Why is your name in here?
What? My name's in there? I don't know, unless... No, it couldn't be. Lana, this SL9 incident, is that... That's the classification number the police filed it under. 2 years ago, the rest of the world knew it as the Joe Dark killings. Joe Dark? No, no, Lana! It's over with! No!
Emma, wait! She ran
Shall we open the court record to have a look in this? Because why is she so upset? Perpetrator
Joe
Joe
Dog,
Dart.
serial murder sentence, death.
Victims: Edward Jones, Jason Knight, Edith Kirby,
Rachel Moss, Jeff Bates,
Neil Marshall.
Neil Marshall!
Oh,
That's...
that he must be related to Jake.
It might be a coincidence, but it might not be. Right. Head prosecutor, Miles Edgeworth.
Witnesses are Lana and
and
Emma. Oh boy. Executive investigators Damon and Lana, head investigator Bruce, investigators Jake, Marshall, Angel Starr. So everyone who's involved in this current case was involved in the Joe Dart killings.
Why? Did Lana and Emma know him?
What, Joe Dart? Or
Or did they see something? Well,
maybe they saw something.
okay.
They might have witnessed his final killing, man.
Yeah. You know what? I just remembered. I gotta be somewhere, pal. Sorry, pal, but I'm out of here. Miles Edgeworth. That's my show, Lana and Emma. Everyone involved in this case is connected to those killings 2 years ago. This can't be just a coincidence.
Knowing you just might be able to figure it out. Time to get back to the trial, Mr. Wright. Best of luck.
I'd better take a good look at this file. We
We
have.
have. To be continued!
To be continued!
Yahoo!
Yes, I'd like to save my progress. Thank you very much. And
Right, so
my God,
there we are. Well,
it's
considering
just infuriating though, knowing these things and then just being like,
delayed.
Suffering through it anyway.
That's in a sense part of the problem with the Phoenix games. With some of the cases, they are very tedious. That you figure out what's going on, and then you have to go through a lot of tedium to eventually prove it. Because
Yeah.
I need to present this, but when do I present it?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I present this. Wrong again, Mr. Wright! What? But, what am I meant to present first?
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you've enjoyed. Leave us a comment in the comment section down below. More Phoenixes to come. Dragon.
If you like what you've seen, please consider subscribing to our Patreon, becoming one of our lovely beans today. If, however, that is too expensive for you at this time, please consider a one-off donation on our Ko-fi. Help support T-Wench today.
But for now, lime out.
Dragon out.